Hello and welcome. Welcome to the 6 a.m. morning routine for my weekends. Weekend time for me is legitimately the only time that I get to really decompress and also make progress on the work that I do for myself. I love to wake up early. As I always say, I'm not naturally a morning person, but I think it's really helpful to maintain like an early morning system throughout the weekend. So I love to wake up around like 6 a.m. Not 6 a.m. on the dot, but 6 a.m. nonetheless. I work out on the weekends. I work out like usually around 5 to 6 times a week. Usually Saturday mornings, I will be at the gym. I like to save leg day for Saturday because I know I'll have more time to put in the gym. So today I did my leg day routine. I have been really into doing hip thrusts as like kind of my compound glute exercise. I can't really squat so much because I am not confident in my squat to be able to do it without injuring my back, if I'm being honest. And I feel like squatting can get a little dicey with that. So type of squats I like to do are sumo squats. I love doing like a sumo squat with the kettlebell. I'm more comfortable with sumo squats versus the barbell. And then I have been also really liking cable kicks. I feel like I get like a really good burn when I do this and I like feel it targeting the glutes. I have had a hip injury from when I was younger from running. So I also do like hip abductors. I find that this is great to strengthen the hips. I oftentimes do band work as well. I will do like a glute machine. And yeah, I just try and kind of like vary it up, and I shoot for more on like the higher reps rather than like higher weight. So I do more 5 to 6 sets of maybe like 12 to 15 reps, or as many reps as I can get in. I've been trying to work on training to failure versus just getting my sets in. Yeah, I basically just like work out and then I come home and shower. And then onto the fun part, I have been really trying to do more meal prepping in the morning time. So I'm going to be honest, I don't love meal prepping, like the actual act of making food. Sometimes in my tiny New York City kitchen apartment is just like really brutal. So I have been trying to get myself to do this more in the morning times and on Saturdays, not like leaving everything until Sunday, because I find that I'm more likely to want to be productive on Saturdays than I am on Sundays. So I want to just like rest and relax. And on the topic of like foods and eating and whatnot, I've been really trying to increase my intake of creatine. I talked about this briefly in my last couple of videos, I think, but I am now taking these like creatine gummies because I just don't love the powder. I've been drinking a ton of water. I have been eating in a surplus. I have been working out like 5 to 6 times a week. I went from 3,500 milligrams to 5,000 milligrams. So yes, I'm doing a chicken soup today. It is pretty simple. I am basically just doing like shredded chicken breast, some bone broth. So I've been actually doing a lot of like bone broth as like rice stock and cooking any like grains in bone broth. So that way there's like an added amount of flavor and also extra like protein and collagen. So doing that, then adding some carrots, mint leaves, all these different like herbs and spices, a bunch of beans because I'm really trying to get that protein in, and some like protein pasta because again, you need the protein. I've been loving this one brand called Goodles. I am like a little particular when it comes to like texture of things. For instance, I'm not the biggest fan of Bonza. Maybe I will have to retry them, but I don't know. It just tastes a little like chalky to me. So I've been really loving this Goodles pasta because the ingredients are very clean and it just tastes like normal pasta. Like I would not be able to tell the difference. And then you're getting like 10 grams of protein in just one serving of pasta. I have been also loving making homemade granola. So I'm really trying to get more into like homemaking all of my food. So I eat a lot of plain fat-free Greek yogurt for the macros, and then I'll add like a little bit of agave to sweeten it, some fresh fruit, and then some homemade granola. And the granola is so simple. It's just like rolled oats, maple syrup, a little bit of butter, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, hemp hearts, almonds, my favorite. And you just mix it into a bowl, lay it out on a sheet, and then let it bake for 30 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, like it's so good. Makes your house smell amazing. And yeah, I just been really challenging myself to eat like 150 grams of protein a day. I haven't been really doing like protein powder or like protein bars. I'm trying to keep it whole foods, whole, lean, healthy, good foods that I feel great about. I also feel like a little sense of accomplishment almost, because it's like, I made this with my heart and soul. Like, I'm fueling my body with great food that I homemade myself. I feel like this is good training for when I have children and a husband and I get to like make them all like amazing food. So after I meal prep, I love to clean my apartment. This is when I'll do everything is like spick and span. I'll vacuum the floors and take out the trash, mop the floors. My mentality is like the earlier I get it done, the more I get to enjoy and rest in my hard work. Like, I get to enjoy a clean, healthy, nice apartment with home cooked food. Like, oh, what a great feeling and a great way to just like unwind and relax. At this point, I will usually like either make myself a matcha or get a matcha. Like, sometimes I just like to treat myself and get myself a matcha. And matcha falls like 5 blocks away. Matcha is honestly so important to my day. And then another thing I like to do is actually plan out the rest of my week and everything that I have ahead of me. So I take some time to this is kind of like the last like productive thing that I would do on the weekend, is making sure that I'm like all set for the week starting on Monday. So I really try and make my own life easier, I would say, by the meal prepping and making sure that I have like a dessert or something that'll like make my own day when I'm going to work on Monday. I try to take that same approach for the entire week. And I like to just get a general like sense of all the upcoming deadlines, all of the things that I need to like follow up on, things I want to be thinking about, priorities of the week. I will say, like, I don't always do this. I try to. This is kind of like a bonus thing that I do for myself. But I find that if I can do the simple thing of increasing my chances of having a better week, I might as well do it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know if you have any specific things that you would be interested in me talking a little bit more about, or other parts of my routine that you are interested in seeing. I really do think the weekend is a key part of my success throughout the week. So I'm hoping that maybe this inspires you to grind a little more on the weekend, because the weekend is a blessing and I never want to take it for granted. Thank you for all the support, and see you in my next video.